As you listen to this, you may notice some parts. They blur past like background chatter, while certain words cut through and stick. You know, I once heard about a child who was learning to ride a bike. He kept falling, knees scraped, hands bloody. He shouted, "It's too hard." And his father just laughed, not cruelly, but with a deep knowing, and said, "Hard is the cure. Hard is the way you grow strong. Keep pedaling." And isn't it curious how you can forget scraped knees? You can never forget how to ride once you learned. Because the nervous system, your nervous system, it stores success in muscles and then repeats it forever. And you can now install this as naturally as learning to ride. And I remember a woman at a party. The room loud, music blasting. People talking over each other. And then she heard her name whispered from across the room. She turned instantly, didn't she? Because the unconscious always orients on what belongs to it. Just like your unconscious right now. It's orienting on these words. Mirror, echo, align, pace, lead. It doesn't even matter if you try to resist, because resistance is a feeling. And feelings shift the moment they're acknowledged. And you can notice how easy it is to let go when you're mirrored, when your own words are given back to you. Because what the nervous system creates, the nervous system accepts. There's a story of a blacksmith. He had a piece of raw iron, soft, shapeless, useless. He heated it in the fire until it glowed. Then struck it again and again with his hammer, folding it, shaping it, cooling it, heating it again, until the iron became a blade. And his apprentice asked, "Why so much fire? So much pain?" And the master said, "'Cause without struggle, iron stays soft. But through fire and hammer, steel is born." And as you listen, your unconscious mind can recognize that your brain is iron, lazy, soft, bending. And you're the blacksmith. Sharpen it, hammer it, temper it, respect the fire. And the steel you create, it'll cut through every excuse, every lie, every old belief that held you down. I once knew a man who thought freedom meant doing anything. So he tried everything, every shortcut, every hack, every drug, every escape. And what he found was emptiness. Because when everything is possible, nothing is meaningful. But later, he joined a monastery, where his life was reduced to rules. Wake at dawn, chant, work, meditate. And inside that structure, he discovered real freedom. The freedom to go deeper into one thing than anyone else around him. And you might realize now, those self-imposed limits, they're not prison bars, but paintbrushes that force the masterpiece to emerge. And somewhere, your unconscious, it's hearing these words differently, catching the ones I've emphasized, like a fisherman catching only the shining fish in the water. And the fish that matter most are hard as cure, mirror, echo, pace, lead, tune dopamine, create structure. Discipline equals freedom. So even as your conscious mind tries to make sense, your unconscious is already installing the patterns. Rewiring dopamine as compass. Rewiring struggle as proof of growth. Rewiring mirroring as the language of trust. Rewiring resistance as a doorway with a handle. And you can forget consciously how it happens, but find yourself naturally doing it, echoing people's words, respecting limits, finding freedom in discipline, and feeling more alive every time things get hard. Because your unconscious knows now, hard is not punishment, hard is the cure. And the music of your DNA, it plays when you tune it just right. Mirror their words, echo sincerity, pace then lead. Hard is the cure. Discipline equals freedom. Dopamine's compass. Tune it just right. And you might laugh, because even as you think, you're just listening. You've already started living it.